Hello, internets. This is BoneCarlos coming to you live from New Kirk District, a new map not named after Captain Kirk, maybe. Yeah, with me again is Esnov, not a captain, not a lieutenant. I'm pretty sure he's not even part of the armed forces. Say hello, Esnov.
Hello guys. Yep, nope, no armed forces for me, but a good friend of mine did just join up recently, in fact. But yes, this is a new map on the ladder. Bone is definitely correct on that, and from my personal experience, it's very much a aggressive map. So I'm hoping we'll see some good aggressive play here.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully we'll see that because, you know, I love aggression in a safe sort of way. The players today are going to be the Evil One, spawning as the ever so dangerous Red Pieces is going to be going up against ManomanFourK, spawning as the Blue Terran. We're just going to go ahead and call him Mano for short. Would you agree with that? How are you liking that one?
I'd go with that, yeah.
Cool. Okay, I could dig it. Both players are going to go ahead and build their supply depots and respective pylons around the general time when you want to put them down. Already, Evil One's chrono boosting out his probe, so the world is his oyster at the moment. Both of these players are middle of the pack in terms of skill, gold level play all around. So expect to see, hopefully we see some early aggression. You did say, is this a two-player map or a four-player map? I haven't used this game yet.
It is a two-player map, so
Okay.
you know right where your opponent spawns at.
Okay, so definitely, and even though, I mean, these rush distances it looks like they are fairly long, but you say there is a chance for early aggression. Why is that?
It seems to happen on two-player maps, at least for me, that I've gotten rushed so many times on this map against Protoss. Not so much against for Zerg or Terran, but Protoss especially. But the nice thing is, though, this watchtower, if you can control it here in the middle, you can pretty much see everything coming your way, because it is in that middle pathway. So grabbing that's pretty crucial.
Yeah, Mano just walked by it just now, and the range of vision that it gives you is pretty much gives you like most of that half of the map. And if you just put up another probe or worker here at the top one, you pretty much see everything that's going to be walking across that map. Of course, there is always a chance to fly by air across them, but still quite a distance. So more than likely probably not going to be generally easily getting to those drops, but you never know, especially when you're playing up against an RTS. Mano is already walled off completely his natural ramp, or main ramp I should say. Marine's going to go ahead and shoo away that probe, say nope, I don't want any cookies or anything of that sort. The Evil One is not going to be forgetting, since we see two assimilators. Already putting down a Twilight Council, so blink play more than likely going to happen very, very soon. But still, I don't like him putting down this Twilight Council right here, since Mano is just going to go ahead and scout it immediately, say, well, blink play is underway. He's going to go ahead and put down his factory. So, wow, this is going to be interesting. Already not a good blink map. Question.
Oh, he's calling him out.
Yeah. So already Mano is just calling out that quick blink play by the Evil One. How do you feel about, I mean, generally I like blink play no matter the map, because there's always a chance, a possibility to use blink. But I'm looking around at these maps, and there's really only one place to blink up into the main base. Two, really, if you count the natural expansion.
Yeah, just that side where I guess the third would go there pretty much. That's the third I take at least. Yeah, you could just blink up right there, but I mean that's not exactly, since there's no expansion down in the natural. He's gonna have his units in his main, so it's not gonna be that effective.
Yeah, generally what? Well, I mean, generally. What I like to do is blink, is being able to blink in, harass the mineral line, and then blink back out. But in the position of this of the mineral patches, this is just a long way to go. I mean, blink up, you're gonna have to walk all the way around the main base of your opponent, and then walk back up to be able to blink back down. It's not a quick blink in, blink out. So already we actually see Mano is gonna go ahead and put down a double refinery, putting down a factory. Already has a reactor going down on his barracks. Being the Terran player, what do you expect out of this sort of build order? Already siege mode being researched. Ooh.
This is not something we see too much in this type of matchup, especially since the fact that, you know, charge lots are great against tanks. Blink stalkers are pretty good. You just blink on top of everything. Immortals are great, so this is not really something I see too often. I haven't seen tanks used outside of that 1-1-1 Terran all in for quite a while. So we'll see if that's what it's going to turn into.
Reminiscent of what, Season 5, Season 4 play. Oh, God, I hate that build order. But really, we already see Blink is just going to be skipped over. Charge lots are being used. Already see a Hellion on the field. Charge is going to get done in a couple of seconds, so it's going to be revealed very, very quickly. EvilOnes might get a probe roasted. Nope, Stalker's warped in. It's going to go ahead and shoo away that Hellion, and it's actually going to go ahead and give chase to that probe. Oh, and the probe tries to give it the slip, but slips into flames instead. Down it goes.
Yep, the Hellion's got 2 kills to his name, paid itself off if he got 2 workers, which I'm assuming he did, and now he can die an honorable death.
Die an honorable death, or he could just
smoking that sig.
Smoking that sig, or he could just, you know, retreat, go home, live to fight another day. Mano manages to micro him back and forth and just keep him alive. And right now it looks like the EvilOne is gearing up to maybe take his natural expansion. Nope, he's gonna go ahead and push on out. I would actually like to see this Hellion take a watchtower or 2, but no, he's gonna stay in the path, give a couple of bursts of flames, and the Protoss army says, ha ha ha, your fire can't hurt me. But that's annoying, so we're gonna go ahead and make you go back and forth. Charge lots are gonna walk by it yet again. Gotta love this rally. EvilOne finally catches it. Charge finishes it off. Siege mode is done. Siege tanks on the high ground, bunker at the top ramp, and a starport with a tech lab. So definitely correct on that 1-1-1-1-1 kind of build, or Destiny Cloud Skyfist is what it was called.
Cloudfist.
Cloudfist. Destiny Cloudfist? Sky Cloudfist?
Yeah.
Destiny
Cloudfist, yeah, which I don't know where that name originated from, but it makes me giggle.
Yeah, it was, I'm not sure exactly what the caster was. It was probably one of the bigger ones, maybe.
Husky.
It was Husky. Husky originated it. He said he didn't like the fact that it was called 1-1-1, so he decided to coin it Destiny Cloudfist. And apparently it stuck. But we see ManomanFourK is going to go ahead and put down a command center behind this play. So a little bit of a deviation of that 1-1-1. He has one of each. But really, 1-1-1, you don't expand behind it. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's an all-in-ish build. You can, yeah, I believe you probably can expand if you don't go quite as all-in. But if you bring a very large margin of SCVs, that's generally something you don't want to do. Ooh, and speaking of not something you don't want to do, is attack without your full army.
There.
Definitely don't want to do that either.
Poking up. 2 stalkers go down. Needlessly, really, here, here come the Marines. No force field just yet. Looks like the Marines are going to go ahead and poke and prod back and forth and going to take down that sentry. And that was huge. No contain is going to be able to be set up. Now Mano could just push forward with his siege tanks, pretty much just skip and hop and jump over each other. And Mano feels great. He actually canceled that the bunker that he was putting down, and back home we see finally the Banshees are going to go ahead and start their harassment, their bombardment possibilities. One photon cannon does go down just to try to shoo it away, but ManomanFourK sees that immediately, starts taking it down, and that photon cannon will go down. The top one in EvilOne's base might survive, might live long enough to be able to keep its photon cannon abilities. But Mano decides he did enough damage. He got himself 3 kills with that smoking hot Banshee. Yeah, I said it. And decides to head home.
I really would have liked to see some more kills out of him, though. He was focusing down the cannon I was building and whatnot, and a pylon at one point. I really feel like he could have netted at least twice that many kills.
Yeah, you know, you are correct. You always want to see more kills, especially on an early Banshee. Something that I heard, I believe Day 9 said, the earlier the rush, the earlier the aggression, the more damage it has to do. That Banshee hit around, I don't know, about the 10-minute mark, so 3 kills. Really, I would say a little bit low, on the low side, but Blink play is finally being researched by ManomanFourK. And right now, what EvilOne did is really contain his opponent, which is great. I would have loved for him to expand immediately behind this. As soon as he saw this contain, put down a sentry, and just contain the front of the main base of the EvilOne and just keep them there for as long as possible while setting up your second, maybe even third base. This is something that I love to do in PvP, but right now the cloak isn't aware. They're going to go ahead and immediately focus down this pylon, and oh no.
He did get the pro, which is good, but unfortunately without that second pylon, he can still warp in and just replace the pro if he really wants to.
Yeah, definitely. And finally now, the Observer is there. He's going to go ahead and chase away that Banshee. 2 kills, 13-20. No natural expansion for Mano. But really no expansion by EvilOne either. So this is generally what you see around gold level play, not really knowing what to do after they did their initial builds. Now they're pretty much at a standstill, not knowing what to do. And right now, if EvilOne is listening, 4 gates and a robotics facility alongside Twilight Council that is being chrono boosted for no reason with that forge is too much for one base. You're floating a 700 and some odd minerals. Expand. Definitely expand as soon as possible. And right now, Mano is going for an engineering bay block. Since you know what, you pylon block me, I'll block you tit for tat. Gonna go throw dirt in each other's eyes for as long as possible. The observer's gonna see everything. What should Mano be doing now as a Terran player?
Honestly, I mean, this is kind of a tricky situation because of the fact that he's kind of camping down there, and because of his unit composition. This is, a bit on the tricky side, but yeah, baiting those stalkers in, getting them to take some damage, maybe try to get this pylon down would be the best thing that I can think of right now, and kind of just deal with these forces, try to get something done with the Banshees, and grab that expansion. No, that was not good for EvilOne at all.
Yeah, no, the pylon is finally down, and oh, there goes that blink. Oh, devastation all around. Protoss players, if you're out there listening, siege up siege tanks do lots and lots and lots of damage, especially against light armored, which our stalkers are, I believe, classified as, and when behind Dark Shrine, there it goes down by the EvilOne.
The old
adage. This is gonna be finished building around the 18-minute mark. I believe it's gonna be way too late for that to happen, because here comes the Marines, here come the siege tanks. No upgrades for ManomanFourK. Cloaked Banshees are gonna go ahead and make mincemeat out of this Dark Shrine. No Canton on it. Loses so many resources. Building that in, the Stalker do have +1 attack, so Protoss Army is technically leading in the upgrades, but looking at the units tab, so 9 Stalkers, or actually 9 Zealots, 6 Stalkers, 4 more Zealots warping in. Look at that, 40 Marines with 7 sieged up, siege mode enabled siege tanks, and 4 Banshees. This isn't going to be good. Marines are just going to go ahead and march in. Single file, there they go. Decide to pull back. Wait for those siege tanks. I don't think this is gonna be good for EvilOne.
Yeah, these definitely want to work on the unit control a little bit, because those Marines, I'm pretty sure they thought those siege tanks were following them, but they kind of got hung up by that corner at the bottom of the natural expansion.
And right now, looks like Mano's gonna go ahead and build a bunker. A slow creep push, a slow creepy push by a non-creep spreading opponent. Here comes the blink, here comes the charge, but this is just too much DPS. Zealots aren't in with the siege tanks. Banshees are there, going to go ahead and mop up anything that shoots up. Marines did their job. Banshees did their job. Siege tanks did their job. This bunker did not. It's going to go down, but the repair is underway. Here it goes. The SCV is going to go ahead and repair for its life. This bunker is burning. It's going down to 80, but it's going back up with those repairs. It's still in the red, finally in the orange. Crisis averted. And oh, by the way, Banshees are just clearing up everything of the Protoss Army.
There goes. No GG either. A little BM by a red player. No, I'm just kidding.
Just leaves the game. You were correct, sir. So, yep, standard play, well, standard gold level play, in my opinion. There's definitely things that both players need to work on. One, for the EvilOne, as soon as you got your contain set up just at the front, you could just leave, honestly, a token force there up against a Terran player. Maybe a single sentry, handful of Zealots, a couple of Stalkers, and then if your opponent does try to move out, force field immediately, and then have your own Stalkers move back home, get the outer edges of the map, get ready for drops, and just expand behind that. Mano, really, what could have Mano done different as a Terran player?
Well, with that composition, I would have started trying to kind of bait him into those siege tanks lines a little sooner, and try to really make him either go, look, you're gonna have to attack me, or you're gonna have to head out, because I really want my expansion. Just kind of, he had the right idea towards the end there, having those Banshees kind of like bait him into those siege tank fire, or just outright kill things if he didn't pull that observer up there.
Yeah, definitely, and you know what? That's a very good point. Have those siege tanks right at the line of that main base. And just back and forth, even if you get 1 or 2 kills per bait, That's 1 or 2 kills you wouldn't have got otherwise. All right, so that was it for this replay. I hope you guys enjoyed. If not, leave comments down below on what we, more importantly, what Esnov can do, because I know I'm awesome. To make them more enjoyable for you. If you got one of your own replays you'd like for us to cast, feel free to upload them to one of the major replay sites, drop.sc, SC2 replays, etc., etc., etc. That's it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed. Later.
Have a good one, guys.